3 years. 3 years under relentless spotlights, endless speculation, and headlines that never seem to fade. And now, a statement that has sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Timothée Chalamet has called Kylie Jenner the most meaningful person in his life. If you've been following one of the most talked about celebrity relationships of the decade, stay with this story until the end, because what unfolds reveals a deeper layer of love, loyalty, and resilience that few truly expected. For years, the relationship between Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner has dominated entertainment news, celebrity gossip, and pop culture discussions. From their first rumored connection in 2023 to their increasingly public appearances at award shows and high-profile events, their romance has remained a magnet for global attention. Fans debated. Critics doubted. Social media dissected every glance, every gesture, every red carpet appearance. Many believed it wouldn't last. The narrative at the beginning was predictable: an Oscar-nominated actor known for his artistic depth and indie credibility paired with a beauty mogul and reality TV icon who built a billion-dollar empire. To some, they represented two completely different worlds: art house cinema and reality television, prestige film and influencer culture, quiet introspection and high-gloss celebrity branding. But 3 years later, the story looks very different. In recent interviews, Timothée Chalamet has appeared more grounded, more reflective, and noticeably more open about the role personal stability plays in his life. While discussing career pressures, global fame, and the emotional toll of working in major film productions, he made a remark that immediately caught attention. He said there is someone who keeps him centered. Someone who makes everything feel real when the world around him feels amplified beyond recognition. That someone is Kylie Jenner. Calling her the most meaningful person in his life was not delivered as a dramatic soundbite. It was calm, measured, almost understated. And perhaps that's what made it powerful. In an industry where relationships are often performative or fleeting, this sounded deeply personal. Observers have noted subtle but undeniable shifts over the past 3 years. At film premieres, international fashion weeks, and major award ceremonies, their presence together has evolved. In the beginning, their appearances felt cautious, carefully timed, heavily photographed, intensely analyzed. Now, their body language tells a different story. Comfortable glances, quiet smiles, small gestures that suggest familiarity rather than spectacle. Behind the glamour of Hollywood and the global beauty industry, sources close to the couple describe a relationship built on routine and emotional support. Despite demanding schedules, film shoots across continents, product launches, media tours, they prioritize private time away from cameras. Movie nights. Conversations about scripts and brand strategy. Honest feedback. Emotional grounding. And here's where the story becomes even more compelling. There was reportedly a turning point, a period when one of Timothy's major film projects faced intense scrutiny and polarized criticism. The pressure was immense. Public expectations were high. Online commentary was relentless. During that time, insiders say Kylie became a steady presence behind the scenes. Not through grand public gestures. Not through media statements, but through consistent support, reassurance, and space to process the weight of global attention. Likewise, when Kylie faced waves of public judgment regarding her personal life and business decisions, Timothée chose a different approach from many celebrity partners. He didn't attempt to control the narrative. He didn't overshadow her spotlight. He simply stood beside her, quietly, firmly, without theatrics. In Hollywood, longevity is rare. Relationships often collapse under the pressure of constant visibility, conflicting schedules, and the noise of public opinion. Yet 3 years later, their partnership appears stronger than ever. Search trends continue to spike whenever they step out together. Social media engagement explodes at the sight of a shared moment. Entertainment analysts now refer to them as one of the most intriguing modern power couples, an unexpected pairing that somehow works precisely because of their differences. Timothee, known for emotionally layered performances and artistic ambition, seems to have found emotional equilibrium. Kylie, long perceived solely through the lens of reality television and entrepreneurship, reveals a more mature, grounded side within this relationship. Together, they challenge earlier assumptions. Speculation about the future is inevitable. Engagement rumors resurface periodically. Conversations about long-term commitment circulate in entertainment forums. Are wedding bells next? Is this relationship headed toward an even more serious chapter? For now, they remain intentionally private about specifics. But the emotional payoff of this story lies not in speculation about rings or ceremonies. It lies in the transformation of public perception. What began as skepticism has evolved into respect. What started as gossip has grown into acknowledgement of something enduring. 3 years ago, headlines questioned compatibility. Today, Timothée Chalamet publicly acknowledges Kylie Jenner as the most meaningful person in his life. That shift represents more than romance, it reflects growth, emotional maturity, and the courage to define happiness on their own terms. In an industry driven by viral moments and fleeting attention spans, stability becomes revolutionary. Authenticity becomes rare currency. And perhaps that is why this declaration resonates so strongly. It feels less like a publicity move and more like a quiet affirmation of partnership. The world will continue to speculate. Cameras will continue to flash. Online debates will continue to trend. But beneath the spectacle, there appears to be something far less dramatic and far more powerful: consistency. And as their 4th year approaches, one question lingers in the minds of fans and critics alike. What comes next? Will they take a bold public step that confirms what many already suspect? Or will they continue building privately, strengthening the foundation away from the noise? One thing is certain: the narrative has changed. This is no longer a short-lived Hollywood romance predicted to fade. It is a developing chapter in 2 extraordinary careers, intertwined, evolving, and unexpectedly steady. What do you think? Is this relationship heading toward a lifelong commitment, or will they continue redefining what a modern celebrity partnership looks like? Share your thoughts, because this story is far from over. And just when many believed the narrative had settled into something predictable, another layer begins to unfold. Because here's the reality: in Hollywood, surviving 3 years together is one thing. Thriving under constant scrutiny is something else entirely. As Timothée Chalamet's career continues to soar, with blockbuster premieres, award season buzz, and global press tours, his schedule has only intensified. Meanwhile, Kylie Jenner's empire in beauty, fashion, and lifestyle branding continues expanding across international markets. Their worlds are fast, demanding, hypervisible. And yet, insiders describe a relationship that feels surprisingly normal beneath the fame. Friends close to the couple say one of the reasons they've lasted is because they don't try to merge identities. Timothee remains deeply immersed in cinema, script readings, character preparation, artistic collaborations. Kylie remains laser-focused on brand development, product innovation, and digital strategy. There is no competition for spotlight. No attempt to overshadow. Instead, there is admiration. And that admiration appears mutual. During a private industry dinner earlier this year, witnesses noted how attentively Timothee listened as Kylie discussed upcoming business expansions. It wasn't a performative nod for cameras. It was engaged, curious conversation. Likewise, Kylie has reportedly become increasingly interested in the creative process behind filmmaking, asking about character arcs, production challenges, and the psychology of performance. This cross-pollination of ambition may be one of their strongest foundations. But let's address the tension that still lingers online. critics continue to question compatibility. Social media cycles periodically revive old narratives. Are they too different? Is it sustainable? Is it publicity? Yet every time speculation resurfaces, their consistency seems to answer louder than any statement. There's also a noticeable shift in how they manage visibility. Early in their relationship, public appearances were rare and heavily analyzed. Now, they appear selectively but confidently: award ceremonies, fashion weeks, select premieres. The strategy feels intentional. Not avoidance. Not overexposure. Balance. And here's something that often goes unnoticed: growth. Over 3 years, both have evolved publicly. Timothee has transitioned from rising indie star to established leading man commanding major studio budgets. Kylie has shifted from reality television headline maker to seasoned entrepreneur steering multiple brands. In parallel, their relationship matured out of the early frenzy phase and into something steadier. Sources say disagreements, like any couples, exist, but are handled privately and directly. No public subtweets. No strategic leaks. No dramatic social media unfollows. In an era where celebrity conflict often becomes content, their restraint feels almost radical. Now here's the part that truly captures attention. Recently, when asked about what success means beyond awards and financial milestones, Timothee reportedly paused before answering. He spoke about fulfillment. About having someone who understands the chaos without being consumed by it. Someone who sees him beyond the roles, beyond the press, beyond the expectations. Industry analysts have pointed out that emotional stability can significantly impact performance longevity in Hollywood. Actors who feel grounded often take greater creative risks. Entrepreneurs who feel supported often innovate more boldly. If that theory holds true, then this partnership may be influencing more than just headlines, it may be shaping careers. And then there's the future. Engagement rumors have intensified again, fueled by subtle but intriguing details: shared vacations, coordinated schedules during major career milestones, increased time spent with close family circles. While neither has confirmed anything beyond their commitment to each other, speculation persists. But perhaps the most compelling aspect isn't a potential proposal. It's the transformation of perception. 3 years ago, the dominant storyline was skepticism. It won't last. Too different. Publicity stunt. Today, the conversation has shifted toward admiration for their endurance. The entertainment landscape respects longevity. Fans value authenticity. And what once seemed unlikely now feels organic. There is also a broader cultural layer to consider. Their relationship bridges two powerful segments of pop culture: prestige cinema and influencer-driven global branding. It symbolizes the merging of traditional Hollywood artistry with modern digital empire building. In many ways, they represent the evolution of celebrity itself. And still, they remain careful. No oversharing. No constant couple content. No monetization of romance. Their relationship exists visibly, but not exploitatively. That distinction matters. As the 4th year begins, expectations rise. Will they redefine what a long-term celebrity partnership looks like in the age of algorithm-driven fame? Will they continue protecting their privacy while navigating increasingly public careers? Or will a major life announcement shift everything once again? What makes this story resonate isn't just romance. It's resilience. It's the quiet defiance of a culture that often predicts failure before success has a chance to prove itself. Timothée Chalamet calling Kylie Jenner the most meaningful person in his life is not simply a romantic gesture. It is a declaration that survived doubt. It is a statement that acknowledges growth. It is a recognition of partnership forged under extraordinary circumstances. In Hollywood, where narratives are built and dismantled daily, endurance speaks louder than spectacle. And perhaps that is the real headline here. Not just that they are still together, but that, 3 years in, they appear stronger, more intentional, more aligned. The cameras will keep flashing. The rumors will keep circulating. The internet will keep debating. But beneath all of it, there seems to be something steady, something real. And in a world fueled by temporary trends, that might be the most meaningful plot twist of all. So now the question becomes even bigger: is this the foundation of a lifelong chapter, or simply the most surprising and stable era in modern celebrity romance? Whatever comes next, one thing is undeniable: this story is still unfolding, and the world is watching. And as the world keeps watching, something else is happening quietly in the background, something that rarely makes headlines but often defines whether a relationship truly endures in Hollywood. Distance. Over the past year alone, filming schedules have taken Timothee across continents: Europe for festival circuits, North America for major studio productions, and extended promotional tours spanning multiple time zones. Kylie, meanwhile, has overseen product launches, strategic partnerships, high-level investor meetings, and global brand campaigns that demand constant presence. On paper, this is the perfect formula for emotional drift. Yet those close to them insist the opposite has happened. Long-distance phases reportedly strengthened communication. Video calls that stretch late into the night. Quick flights squeezed between obligations. Coordinated calendars that prioritize even short windows of time together. In a culture obsessed with grand romantic gestures, their commitment seems rooted in consistency rather than spectacle. And here's where the emotional tension deepens. There were moments when public pressure intensified again. A red carpet appearance where body language was dissected frame by frame. A brief period when they were not photographed together for weeks, igniting breakup rumors across entertainment blogs. Headlines speculated. Comment sections exploded. Search engines spiked with variations of "Are Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner still together?" But instead of issuing statements or feeding the cycle, they remained silent. Weeks later, they appeared side by side at a major industry event, calm, composed, unified. No dramatic hand-holding for effect. No over-the-top declarations. Just presence. And sometimes, presence is louder than denial. That moment marked another subtle shift. The narrative of fragility began losing traction. Analysts started using different language: stability, long-term, serious. The skepticism that once fueled every article slowly gave way to curiosity about what sustained them. Another key factor often overlooked is timing. Both entered this relationship at transitional stages. Timothee was evolving from rising talent to established leading man. Kylie was navigating maturity in business leadership and personal identity. They met not at the chaotic beginning of fame, but at a stage where self-awareness had already begun shaping their decisions. Maturity changes how conflict is handled. It changes how priorities are set. It changes how love is expressed. Insiders describe arguments not as explosive, but as deliberate conversations. They reportedly protect each other's reputations fiercely. No leaking of personal frustrations. No subtle digs in interviews. In an era where vulnerability is often monetized, their discretion has become one of their strongest shields. And then there's the emotional layer that fans rarely see. Timothee has spoken in the past about the isolating nature of intense fame, the feeling of being watched, interpreted, projected onto. Kylie has lived that reality since adolescence. Few people truly understand the psychological impact of growing up and building careers under constant scrutiny. That shared understanding may be one of the invisible threads binding them. It's not just attraction. It's recognition. Recognition of pressure. Of expectations. Of exhaustion. Of the need for someone who sees the human beneath the headline. As their fourth year approaches, industry whispers suggest even greater alignment. sources claim families have become increasingly intertwined. Private gatherings, low-profile holidays, intimate celebrations away from paparazzi-heavy hotspots. Not curated Instagram moments, real life. Yet the biggest development may not be external at all. Observers have noticed a subtle confidence in how Timothee carries himself when Kylie is present. Less guarded. More relaxed. Likewise, Kylie appears less performative and more grounded in joint appearances. The performative sheen of early-stage celebrity romance has faded into something quieter. And quiet can be powerful. The entertainment world thrives on extremes, dramatic breakups, surprise engagements, shocking revelations. But what if the real headline is endurance? What if the most compelling twist is simply that they chose to keep building, day after day, without theatrics? There is also a strategic dimension to consider. Both are global brands in their own right. Aligning publicly comes with risk. Every shared appearance merges fan bases, media narratives, and brand associations. Maintaining individuality while supporting each other requires careful balance. So far, they appear to have managed it with precision. Which leads to the inevitable question rising again across pop culture forums: what's next? Will there be a defining moment, a proposal, a joint project, a public declaration that cements their future? Or will they continue defying expectations by progressing quietly, letting actions speak louder than announcements? What makes this chapter so captivating is not just romance. It's unpredictability. It's the way they have consistently sidestepped the outcomes predicted for them. 3 years ago, doubt dominated the conversation. Today, the dominant emotion is intrigue. And perhaps even admiration. Because surviving Hollywood is hard. Building a billion-dollar business is hard. Sustaining an acting career at the highest level is hard. Doing all three while nurturing a relationship under global scrutiny? That borders on extraordinary. Timothee calling Kylie the most meaningful person in his life may have sounded simple. But within that simplicity lies depth. It acknowledges shared history, shared growth, shared endurance. As new projects loom, as award seasons approach again, as product launches expand into new markets, one thing remains constant: they are still choosing each other. Not loudly, not performatively, but steadily. And in a culture addicted to dramatic arcs, maybe steadiness is the ultimate plot twist. The cameras will continue to zoom in. Commentators will continue analyzing micro-expressions. Social feeds will continue refreshing for updates. But beneath the algorithm, beneath the flashbulbs, beneath the speculation, a quieter narrative persists. A relationship that was once doubted has become one of the most talked about enduring partnerships in modern celebrity culture. Whether it evolves into something even more permanent or simply continues as it is, the impact is already undeniable. They've rewritten expectations. They've shifted perception. They've proven that sometimes the most unexpected pairings hold the strongest foundations. And as the next chapter begins to take shape, the world remains on standby, watching, questioning, anticipating. Because if the first 3 years taught us anything, it's this: underestimate them at your own risk. This story isn't fading. It's deepening. And just when it seems the story has reached a plateau, another ripple moves through the industry, subtle, almost invisible, yet impossible to ignore for those paying close attention. Because relationships in Hollywood are rarely tested by love alone. They are tested by ambition. Timothee's upcoming projects are bigger, riskier, and more globally positioned than ever before. Major studios are investing heavily. Directors with award-winning pedigrees are placing him at the center of ambitious cinematic universes. With that level of visibility comes expectation, not just box office success, but cultural impact. Every performance is dissected. Every public appearance evaluated. At the same time, Kylie's empire continues expanding beyond cosmetics. strategic brand diversification, international retail expansion, technology-driven beauty innovations, her influence now stretches into sectors once dominated by legacy corporations. She is no longer just a celebrity entrepreneur. She is a business force competing on a global scale. Two empires. Two accelerating trajectories. History shows that when ambition intensifies, relationships often fracture. Egos expand. Time shrinks. Priorities collide. Yet insiders suggest something different is unfolding here. Rather than competing for dominance, they appear to be operating in parallel strength. Separate lanes. Shared destination. There is reportedly a mutual understanding that neither will dim their light for the other. And perhaps that clarity eliminates the quiet resentment that quietly erodes many high-profile partnerships. But the tension hasn't vanished completely. There have been moments, brief, sharp spikes in online speculation, where fans question subtle shifts. A slightly shorter red carpet interaction. A solo vacation photo. A missed public milestone. Each detail amplified across digital platforms within minutes. Algorithms thrive on uncertainty, and their relationship has provided fertile ground for endless interpretation. Yet every time the narrative tilts toward doubt, something recalibrates. A discreet appearance together at a private industry celebration. A coordinated schedule adjustment that places them in the same city during crucial career weeks. A shared presence at family-centered events where cameras are notably absent. It is not grand gestures that define their dynamic. It is pattern. Pattern of showing up. Pattern of consistency. Pattern of choosing privacy over performance. And then there is the emotional evolution that rarely makes headlines. Those close to Timothee describe him as increasingly intentional about boundaries, limiting oversharing, protecting personal energy, stepping back from excessive social exposure. Kylie, long experienced in navigating viral cycles, reportedly encouraged that shift. Not by demanding it, but by modeling it. By demonstrating how to thrive within fame without being consumed by it. Likewise, observers note Kylie appearing more selective about public narratives, less reactive to commentary, more focused on long-term vision rather than short-term validation. Some insiders quietly credit the stability of her personal life as a grounding factor. This reciprocal influence may be the most powerful element of their bond. Not transformation. Refinement. Refinement of priorities. Refinement of boundaries. Refinement of what truly matters beneath the spectacle. And as year 4 begins, a new kind of question emerges, not will they last, but what kind of legacy are they building? Because modern celebrity relationships are no longer just romantic narratives. They are cultural symbols. They shape how audiences perceive ambition, partnership, and balance. The pairing of a critically acclaimed actor and a global beauty mogul reflects a new archetype, artistry and entrepreneurship coexisting without rivalry. There are whispers within industry circles about potential collaboration, not in a performative sense, but in strategic alignment. Joint philanthropic initiatives. Creative ventures that merge storytelling with brand influence. Nothing confirmed. Nothing announced. But the possibility itself sparks intrigue. Still, perhaps the most striking development is how ordinary their extraordinary life appears to have become. Reports suggest evenings spent away from exclusive hotspots, opting instead for intimate gatherings. Weekend retreats in low-profile locations. Conversations about long-term plans that prioritize emotional health as much as career milestones. It is this ordinariness, ironically, that feels revolutionary in Hollywood. No dramatic public conflicts. No headline-making ultimatums. No weaponized social media posts. Instead, there is patience. And patience in an environment addicted to immediacy is rare. There is also the undeniable reality that time itself is a statement. 3 years is not a rumor. It is a record. It represents birthdays celebrated, holidays shared, crises navigated, doubts confronted, growth embraced. When Timothee described Kylie as the most meaningful person in his life, the weight of that timeline echoed beneath the words. Meaning is not declared lightly. It is accumulated. Accumulated through shared disappointments. Through quiet encouragement before premieres. Through strategic advice before major business decisions. Through late-night conversations when exhaustion blurs clarity. And while fans continue speculating about engagement rings and wedding venues, those closest to the situation hint that their focus remains simpler: alignment. Alignment of values. Alignment of pace. Alignment of vision. If a formal next step happens, it will reportedly happen because it feels natural, not because the public expects it. That distinction may be the ultimate proof of maturity. The entertainment industry is already shifting toward a new era, where authenticity outperforms spectacle, where stability attracts more admiration than chaos. In that evolving landscape, their relationship stands as a case study in controlled narrative, intentional privacy, and strategic vulnerability. The future remains unwritten. Upcoming award seasons could bring heightened visibility again. Major product launches could reignite cross-industry buzz. New film roles could demand extended separation. External variables will continue testing their resilience. But if the past 3 years offer any insight, it is this. They adapt. They recalibrate. They endure. The cameras will zoom. The headlines will speculate. The commentary will surge with every minor development. Yet beneath that noise, something steady continues moving forward. Not loudly. Not dramatically. But deliberately. And perhaps that is the most compelling development of all. Because in a world trained to expect collapse, choosing continuity becomes an act of quiet defiance. Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner began as an unlikely headline. 3 years later, they have become a sustained narrative, one that refuses to follow predictable arcs. The next chapter may surprise everyone again. Or it may simply deepen what already exists. Either way, one truth remains undeniable. This story is no